Hello friend, let's keep going to create a pieces box in our, do we have that already? Let's see. Oh, we already have a piece box. Now let's try to fix this one. Okay, draw pieceAt, and for now we can only drop a piece at the bottom of the. Okay, let's test this one. Okay, uh, function. Oh, no. Test. Yeah. Drop pieceAt. Okay. Yeah. So it means we are testing this function here. So we still needed to create one. Now this time we need a var because we want to change the board, right? Connect for board. Okay, so initially this one is empty. Okay, so we can add a scope limiting keyword here, private set. It means we can we can access it, right? We can read it from outside this struct, but we cannot modify it from outside this object. So to modify this guy, we have to use, right, a function call here. So now let's print out the board here. Wait a minute. So yeah, we can, let's see, we can print out the board, right? Print Conn4Board. So save it to get out this diamond. Okay, run it. Okay, so we have this empty, beautiful empty board. Now let's try to call its drop at, right? Column say 0. So we'll put one here. We'll put one piece here. And okay, now let's run it. This is called testing, right? Test driven. No, it's still empty, right? Let's fix that because we don't have the code here for our. Let's clean up this guy. Yeah, we always output the dot. Now let's quickly to add the logic, right? So we need, right? For example, if, yeah, let's put some pseudocode here. If it's right, red piece will output something like that, right? Like R here. Otherwise, if the piece is yellow, we put our Y here, right? And if there's no piece, we just put a dot here. So so it's better we have a helper function to retrieve a piece at this location, like a specific column and row. But we don't have that. There's no direct way, right, to get that information. So let's create one. We can use, oh, okay, so function and pieceAt, like a column and the row. Return pieceAt. Okay, so it's Conn4piece, right? This guy. Question mark means it's optional. It could be nil if that location is empty. So how do we get that? And we can, if we don't need, if this one is for internal use, we can put a private here. Let's make it wider. Okay, so we'll simply loop through all the pieces inside this piece box. So here for piece in, you see, it sounds like an English sentence, right? In pieces box, Then for each piece we check if piece dot colon equals that colon, right? And piece dot row is same equals the parameter row. Okay, so then it means we find, right? We find the piece, so we can return it piece. Yeah, we stop. We'll jump out of the for loop and stop. Yeah. So like I mentioned before, we cannot do this, right? I repeat this again and again. We cannot return nil here because we only checked if we cannot find the piece in the first if the first piece in this, no, this is not ordered, so there's no like first, but anyway, in the for loop, right, when the first piece inside this for loop doesn't match this condition, then we'll stop the for loop. That's wrong, so we cannot return nil here. We can only return nil after we loop through all the pieces in the pieces box, right? So now we can return nil. It means no piece can be found, right? Can be found at this location. Okay, so now with that, we can use it here. We can use like if let piece equals pieceAt. What is the colon? The colon is this guy. So yeah, colon, the current colon, row is this guy, right? Copy and paste. Yeah, so when I is 0 is row 5, right? Now if that, it means we do find a piece in this location, then we can do DESC, right? Append. Now let's use a ternary, right, to check if piece dot prayer is red, question mark, otherwise, oh yeah, so we'll append something like red, otherwise we'll append something like yellow. If that, it means if this is not nil, otherwise we just do this is empty. Okay, now let's give a try. So since we drop one piece at the column 0, and it will go to the bottom row, right? Row 0, and the prayer is hard coded to red, so we should be able to see our R here and R here. Let's see, run it. Yes, it works, right? It works. So what if we change the hard coded thing? Instead of dot red, let's use dot yellow. Okay, now we should see. Let's change the column to 3. So column 3 and bottom row will be a white. Yeah, very good. So we just make our description complete. Okay. But what about this guy? This is hard coded. Okay, so we'll handle that later, and I think we can stop here. Thank you for watching. See you next time.